Well, I managed to improve the ground clearance problem. I don't think it was a great problem, but it's nice to have a little bit more clearance than there was. Turned out to be quite a simple solution in the end. As you can see, the hitch is on sort of upside down, and it's clearing the actual mudguard stanchion. Basically what I did was filed out a section of the hitch. I don't think it's deep enough to really affect the strength of it. It's not broken through or anything, and it's quite a tough part of the casting there. I'll put the two of them together and show you. So I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. I don't think it's taken much strength out of the casting itself. Plus I took sufficient that if the casting wishes to move back slightly, it can. It will move back as far as that will allow it to, really. And then it would hold it, and then the actual rubber would bend on the end here. So it's not actually fouling the nut. It sits quite proud away from it. As you can see, it's all clear of the actual nut. It's not touching it at all, or the stanchion. It just misses it. And as you can see, there's a good clearance there now. You still get the full turning. It will hit the tyre, but if you've got a mud flap on the back of the actual mud guard, it will probably hit the mud flap if you go around too far. As you can see, the top part is the same as the bottom part, so there's nothing to foul the arm or anything. There's no movement in this, same as there's no movement in it being dropped down. It's not actually hitting this nut or this staged bar. I've put a lot of weight in there to see if it would pull it back, but then again, it would just, this nut would actually hold this from going backwards, more so than it would on the bottom. There's nothing to stop it, but like I say, I put a lot of weight in there and took it around. There's still a clearance in there. It's not actually hitting the stanchion or the nut that holds the mudguard on. Like I say, this is not an official fix, but there's nothing in the documentation that says don't put it on upside down. I mean, it gives you quite a few inches more clearance. There's nothing to foul it. If you turn, the bar will only hit the mudguard or the mud flap if you've got a mud flap on there. Like I say, if you do it under your own sort of steam. I take no responsibility for it. I did it with a file, and I was very careful not to take too much out of the casting, but it's a large casting, so I don't think it's a problem. But time will tell.